Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for February 23rd, 2025. We've got this is the Sunday one with the campaign features. We've got double the duchy pile. Okay. And we start with a potion. Oh, okay. Well, I've seen this in the alchemy campaign, which I guess might be confusing because I haven't published any videos. But I have actually played through the entire alchemy campaign already. I think the most recent video that went up was like somewhere in the seaside one, but yeah. Anyway, let's look at the board. We've got scrying pool and familiar. So starting with the potions, pretty nice. Trashing is broker and rats. Brokering rats is pretty good. That could definitely be relevant. Magpie is a good opener. Oh, Alchemist too. Okay. Town is our primary plus actions. We can also use Broker for that. And then there's like Vineyards, of course, for scoring in the late game with that potion again. Plus actions from Market Square. So the draw is mostly going to be Scrying Pool. I mean, in theory, we could get Alchemist as well. But I don't think that's super important. We're going to want the Magpies. We've got a 4-3 here, essentially. No, wait. The potion replaces the estate, which means we do have 4 coppers down here, which means we can open, like, Familiar Magpie. I think that's what we want to do. So there's no reason to cycle here, I don't think. Now the question is, do we want to cycle here? If we cycle here, 1 in 6 chance we draw our familiar, which is pretty amazing. Oh, I guess I didn't register. Yeah, the Kingdom View button on Dominion.games like shows this stuff as well. Doesn't here, which is why I feel like I'm more likely to like miss talking about these if I leave that up too long. I should probably just do what I do on Dominion.games and like click it, show it, and then like dismiss it again, because I prefer to look at this stuff, just the art with rather than the text anyway, because I know what the text says. But anyway, Orchard, we're gonna want, you know, copies of things. Anyway, so right. Let's think about if we trigger Cave Dwellers now. Let's think about the different scenarios. Scenario 1, we draw a copper. That is, it's not bad, but it is not particularly useful. Scenario 2, we draw an estate. That we get an estate out of the way. That is helpful. Scenario 3, we draw the potion. That's not really what we want to see either. And all of that's very likely. Additionally, we trigger a short shuffle. Oh, we can also see the familiar. Obviously, that's good. Then, you know, we get to play the familiar immediately. But only a 1 in 6 chance of that. We trigger a short shuffle. If we draw the familiar, then we'll draw 1 more card, which means either way, it's effectively like a 4-card, 4 stop card shuffle, which means that the familiar will essentially miss the next shuffle if we don't top deck it, because we'll play it on turn 3 to trigger a shuffle. That's not necessarily a bad thing though, because it is triggering itself another short shuffle. However, wait, why do we even have a favor? Oh, broker. Okay. I think overall, my inclination is to say that we'd rather save this for when it's gonna like potentially like save a turn or something like that, rather than take it now and like trigger a shuffle where, like, you know, our opening buy misses and the familiar is likely to miss the next shuffle. And even though they are short shuffles, I think it's still not. But I could definitely see the argument the other direction. Anyway, we do want a broker, and we probably do want a rats, actually, especially with Market Square. But I think we want the magpie first. Okay. This is a good enough hand that I'm happy not to cave dwellers. The only thing is that we could end up triggering a shuffle where both the magpie and the familiar miss, but I don't think the odds that we avoid that by using the cave dwellers here are pretty low. So I'm just gonna go that. Okay, we would prefer not to trigger a shuffle here, I think. So we're not going to do that, and we're not going to... Yeah, we had a 50-50 shot to avoid triggering the shuffle. We succeeded. All right, I think Broker first. Because we can trash estates with Broker, and then we can worry about... like, rats for copper trashing. Now here... Definitely see the argument that we should cycle this curse just to make sure we hit 3p. Although, if we don't hit 3p and we hit 2p and we take a scrying pool, that's not exactly bad. We'd also rather broker a curse than a copper if it comes to that. Yeah. Okay. Well, that'll do. Cave dwellers now. We have both of our estates down here. Makes it more likely that we can duplicate our magpie. So I think... Oh, and the other familiar. I wasn't even thinking about that. All right. We got our orchard points for magpies and familiars already. Let's... I think it's time to get the rats. This could be a good time to take more favors and just pick up a scrying pool. Our 2p. Yeah, I'm down for that. We will want to take Alchemist just because of Orchard, I suppose. I do value Scrying Pool more. Alright, now we've got 3 favors. I just don't know when to use them. Like, this isn't a terrible hand. And if we see the rats, we'll like, want the curse. But then again, yeah, let's just... get through the couple here as aggressively as possible. Alright, yeah, this looks like a good market square pickup. Curses are empty. We have a big points lead. I think that's partially because of the curses, but I think it's more so because they don't have 3 magpies yet. So we're taking coins here. We could try to deny on the magpies. I don't know how realistic that is. Like, deny the orchard points. Probably better to just grab a town. I mean, it'd be great if we could deny it, but I don't think that's very likely. We don't get a magpie for the curse. That's unfortunate. Should we take an alchemist just for the orchard points? Maybe so. Like, just because it's more expensive. Maybe so. Need to remember the delays on this board. Maybe we can deny them magpie points. Ooh. Do we want to discard for a gold here? Probably not yet. Dang it. Alright, I guess we're taking another alchemist. We've now got 3 rats, so we've got orchard points for rats. I don't know if we're gonna keep to that, but we'll probably need to get another broker, actually, now that I think about it. Alright. If they don't have the orchard points for magpies, then they're not getting them. I feel like they may not. 4 curses in the trash. I've trashed most of those. They trashed 1. Okay. We could just go coins buy here with the town, take another broker, trash this curse. Again. Oh no, wait, that doesn't work. Never mind. Do we trigger the shuffle? Doesn't look great, does it? Have all this stuff miss. Not a lot of junk missing. If we drew the potion to top deck the alchemist, I'd feel a lot better about it, but as it is, I think we're just gonna trash curse by... Oh man, if we had plus buy, we could delay this alchemist. I don't... Is that better than taking a market square, though? Given the orchard stuff, I kind of think not. Because, like, piles are actually low. Like, we gotta get those points while the getting's good. I don't know if we're supposed to play Magpie or Scrying Pool first. I guess it probably doesn't matter. Well, it worked out, that's for sure. Look at these magpies doing work. We're definitely going to want plus buy this turn. We can get our, like, hopefully third alchemist and third market square. I'm thinking I don't do this again. Oh, we've got broker rats. We want to do for draw, which I think is what we want to do. And we don't want to we want to play this town for card action. Oh, we can draw the card first. That's fun. All right, now we have drawn our deck. Wait, do we not have our other broker? Where's our other broker? Is that the broker? It must be. Wait, where's our other broker? Didn't I buy another broker? Or did I not hit the money for it or something? Crap. Okay, well, we might as well gain some golds now. All right, just to double check. 1 scrying pool, 2 alchemists. Okay. I mean, increasing the number of rats in our deck isn't exactly what we want to be doing, but... Oh wow, look at how good the vineyards are. Okay, so we could do... Maybe we just don't play these other 3 rats. Because we have to play more rats than to draw the golds. And I don't think that's worth it. Could delay our rats. I don't really want to do that. I want that 3rd alchemist. I would take Scrying Pool otherwise. Scrying Pool is really amazing here. Maybe I should. We definitely need another broker. Probably another town. We don't have the 3rd market square, but we need the plus actions. I think it's got to be the alchemist just to get make sure we get the points. I mean, it's not like the game is about to end, though. Yeah. I mean, we do kind of have a lot of non-actions in our deck, but we have a ton of actions in our deck. Scrying Pool should just be better. Curses are in the trash. 6. So they've trashed maybe still just the 1 and we split the curses or something like that. Alright, yeah, I was afraid of this. But it's fine. We can take actions if we need to take actions. I mean, I guess we could play a couple of these rats and trash some copper. The cycle. Try to find town or a scrying pool or something. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Okay, there's a town. I should play the broker first before the magpies, actually, because in theory, if we can cycle back around and we want to take more gold. Whoomp. All right. It still looks to me like we want to broker for draw here. Probably. I mean, what have we got down there? 2 more familiars. Probably another magpie because I don't think they have the points on that. Oh, they bought a vineyard. More scrying pools. More alchemists. The 2 golds. We played 5 copper last time. We trashed 2 copper, so we have 2 coppers. So it's 2 copper, 2 coppers, 2 familiars, and like magpie and maybe other rats or something. We can figure out about the rats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No more rats. So we have 2 coppers as our stop cards down there. I guess if we played 1 more rats to get the 2 more golds. Do we even want the gold, though? Like, are we going to spend that much money? What do we want to buy this turn? We want to buy, like, the same buys, basically. Scrying Pool, Broker, Town. That's going to get us 9 Orchard points. And we don't need more gold to do it. Maybe we should take favors. We need 10 coins total. We have 6 in hand right now if we trash the copper. Like, also not trash the copper. I mean, I guess maybe we do need like 1 more gold. Okay. Or we could broker the rats for coins. There's the magpie. Yeah, brokering for coins seems like the easiest thing, actually. There we go. We could also... Oh, we don't have the buys for a delay. Unfortunate. So turning rats into... or copper into rats at this point, it does help with the scrying pools. It doesn't help with the magpies. We have more magpies than scrying pools. The scrying pool chaining is more powerful, of course. I think I'm not going to do it. All right. Scrying pool. Town. Broker. Next turn, we get an alchemist. And then we can transition to vineyards if the game isn't over. We also would like to get another market square, I suppose. If we can do a broker for actions this turn, then potentially we can use town for buys. They have more buys this turn. Cards, cards. All right, I think we might be good here in terms of our draw. Yeah, we probably should just broker rats for actions. Do we want money? Two more golds probably won't hurt anything. So we're gonna do buy coins with this. Coins with this. Take this for buy coins as well. 4 buys. 5 buys, 6 buys. Well, that is enough to empty the market squares. So we can end the game. That's almost disappointing. I'm having fun with this deck. But fine. We might as well, in that case, get more money and gold off of this. Do this first, then draw a card. That's amazing. This one for coins. And then I guess we'll do this one for actions, even though we don't need that many actions. I think we now maybe only have 2 rats. I haven't been... So we want to get a 3rd rats. Yeah, we lost our 4 points for that. Drink. Sure, gain another gold. Why not? I wouldn't want to gain this much gold if I was going to keep, you know, if the game was going to continue, but it's really... I mean, we can gain even more gold. Could we just end the game on provinces? No, because we would need to buy more provinces than there are. And province is worth less than vineyards, so no matter how much money we have, if we end in the game, it's like market squares and vineyards. I guess at this point we would want to convert our rats or our coppers to rats, rather. We just wouldn't want to take this much gold. But all right, at this point I'm just going to decline because I don't want to have to worry about not drawing my market squares. Oh, the extra actions would mean that we could delay the familiars. That's nice. Oh wait, no, that's buys. What am I talking about? Never mind. That's not how that works. Oh right, we get more vineyard points because we converted coppers to rats. Oh, we should have trashed some of these golds too. Hold on, actually. Wait, can we empty the rats? I guess probably not quite. How much gold do we need to be able to do this? We need 15 coins. We need 2 gold. We could also trash familiars a little and then we lose points. We could trash the potion because we don't need it, even though it's nice to buy a vineyard. We should have gained more gold. This is so silly. I mean, I guess if we empty the rats, we don't need to worry about buying market squares, huh? So stupid. All right. We did the rats out without even having to trash all of our deck. We had that much draw. Amazing. All right. So, and now vineyards are worth 13. Amazing. We have 3 of these. We don't actually have 3 market squares, so I guess we buy a market square, we get 4 points. And that's that. Buy a province, can delay our familiars. Buy an estate. Sadly, we did not get 3 alchemists. I never, arguably, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have ever bought alchemists given that was the case. I mean, maybe in a closer game it keeps going, or maybe it doesn't because like somebody should be able to do the rats out thing. I don't know, but yeah, apparently we should have taken more gold at the end there, just because we would have been able to draw through, and then we would have trashed it, and then we would have had more money, and maybe we could have bought like 2 provinces and stuff. Not that it matters, obviously. I was thinking about the rats pile out like earlier, but then I was like, I'm gonna have to trash too much stuff. Like maybe I can win that way, but it doesn't seem like the most pleasing way to win. But then it turned out I had so much gold. I've really never done that before, where like that particular interaction between rats and market square. Like I'm sure I've had them on the board at the same time before. I mean, they're even in the same set. But I don't think I've had the interaction where I had so much draw that I could gain the golds and then trash the golds and like keep cycling around that way. And also, if I hadn't played the market squares, I could have done it even longer. Now that I'm just realizing, like, what if? Okay, when did we first? Now I'm curious how much we could have ended up with. So like here, this is the first card that we trashed this turn, and we discarded both of our market squares. This turn we did it, and then we discarded 3 market squares, even though we only had 2. Like we didn't discard here, so like clearly that was wrong. I'm like very curious about this. So like if we did this one for actions. And we played this for coins by. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. At some point here, we don't get to keep drawing all of the stuff. But oh, I guess the problem with this approach is that we run out of the ability to keep drawing with the rats. I see. Yeah. Yeah. So like back here. Stop here. We discard like once because we have a magpie left to. So then we just play the market square at this point. I think. So yeah, I think we could have ended up. Maybe there's some better way to play it, but we could have ended up with a little bit more gold. Is the answer to that question? And then we go get the last market square, get the points for that. Grab the vineyard, grab province, state. And then we get more points. So yeah, okay. Anyway, obviously that didn't matter. I just was curious about like how far you could have pushed it. I mean, it could matter, right? Like if your opponent had enough points that you needed that extra reach. Yeah. So that was a fun board. The AI did not play with rats and only played with one broker. I feel like that's just very, very obviously incorrect from like the very beginning. You look at the board and you're like, there's cursing. You're starting with a potion. You're going to be able to open with the cursing. One broker is not gonna get the job done there. And indeed, they had 3 curses left at the end. I don't know how many times. I wish I could search here. I don't know how many times. So they trashed a curse there. I'm wondering if the split was 5-5 or not. Trashed a curse there. I'm guessing that I won the curse split then, because I thought they trashed a curse earlier than that. Maybe not. Okay, so it was 5-5. I mean, they got some curses on me pretty quickly. But yeah, the double the duchy pile is so irrelevant here. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that. It just like does not matter at all. Yeah, so I think like I remember when I was talking about like, is it worth it to like buy delay, or do I just buy like a market square or whatever? Like, you know, is it more important? I think it was right. I think I was right to be concerned about being gain limited, even though obviously like there was plus buy here, there was plus buy here, but like it's like the pace of the game is such that like you don't get to spend very long in the part of the game where you have a bunch of gains. It's like once the deck explodes, you've got like 1 or 2 turns. You're not going to have that many buys, and then it's over. And you're not going to have that much payload necessarily either, as you can see. I mean, obviously you can gain the golds, but like you don't necessarily want to gain the golds until like close to the end. So yeah, I think it was right to be concerned about that. Like I guess I didn't get to 3 alchemists. I only just got to 3 market squares at the end, and only just got to like these other 3 broker scrying pool town like the turn before the end. I only took 1 vineyard because I only had the 1 potion, and I'm trying to like get the orchard points. And I mean, obviously at some point like vineyard is worth way more than the orchard points, but obviously also like adding the good cards to the deck is better, and I wasn't in a position where I was worried about not having enough points. But like if you were in a more mirrored game, like that could be a consideration, and then that might make things even rougher in terms of like now your deck, if you're putting vineyards into your deck early enough and you don't have like the scrying pools and alchemists. Like, so I think it would, like in a more mirrored game, it would be, and also like in a more mirrored game, like, the magpies and curses are going to run anyway, like they did here. And then the rats like are going to be a lot lower if both players are playing with rats. So you probably would have to take earlier vineyards, and it would probably be one of those things where like you think you're going to get deck control, and then maybe you kind of never do because like the game is just ending too quickly for that. So I guess I'm glad I didn't have to deal with that. And to that end, like I'm also wondering about like if at some point it would be correct to get another potion on this board, because I mean I would have loved to have another potion. I just didn't feel like like it made sense for me to prioritize it over some of the other stuff that I was doing. But you know, I don't know. It would be really nice, you know, to be able to buy either double vineyard late or vineyard plus scrying pool or alchemist like somewhat late, or being able to buy just like double scrying pool, double alchemist like earlier than that. Like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like when you're hitting 4, like you do want to get you obviously want to open them with a magpie. You want to get the broker. You want to get the rats, and you want to get like, you know, towns so that you get plus actions to play broker for cards and on the rats and blah blah blah. It's like there's a lot going on there for sure. I mean, in theory, you can just broker rats for actions, broker rats for cards, but then you still need to get enough brokers to do that. So, like whether you're buying broker town or broker, it, you know, comes out to the same thing in terms of how your gains are distributed. So yeah, it would be tricky, I think, to balance that. But yeah, fun board for sure. Orchard definitely makes it like, you know, if you didn't have Orchard on this board, it would be quite a different experience. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.